overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time, I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could sing to say. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment. I could provide you with just off of writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem. Gone.
Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. A short throw to Musgrave. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. You talk about this Washington defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that #1 spot.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Well, they'll accept that penalty, and they'll, of course, move the football up the field. They'll run here with a rookie. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Dragon 6.
Here's Daniels. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's got his receiver, Lane. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
18 Cardinal. 18.
Now Daniels. Setting up a screen, Krosky-Merritt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. And it's 3-0 Washington. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here early going.
It's your money, y'all. I got money down on all of us. On my people now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Black, 95, black shots.
Now Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the game.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The keeper gets him 7 that time, and it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A gain of 14, 1st down, Commanders.
Come on, come on. Hey.
The toss right side. Here's Krosky Merritt. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Packers defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Ready, check. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in there.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Strike, strike. Let's go now. 50, green. Right.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Packers had 0-1 in the year following the loss of the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Red, 38. Ready.
Love now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
22 needle. Ready. Call red. 52 call. Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. It got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready. 45. What?
To throw now. Here's Love. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the 2 of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Play fake. Here's Love. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
red, cycle, black, 95 Fury, yellow, black shot. Set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And the Packers, first down. First and goal.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here we go, set, fight, 9, yellow, 20, blue, striker. Hut.
Glove. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Romeo Dobbs is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Shot, 17. Ready?
Jacobs will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
But that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the returns. Stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it.
The pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Love. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To the air goes Daniels. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on the receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go at the top of the smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Throwing now is Daniels. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Towards the end zone for Brown. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Noah Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Moody good with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Love looking to throw it. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Final play of the half. Love. He'll try and do this himself. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here we go. Shot.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Got it. Ready? Let's go now. Grab the line.
They'll look to throw again. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they'll wind up getting this one way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Austin Eckler, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 4th down, Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
At the 31-yard line.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Edo Blue.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Blaster, 6. Ready.
Going back to Love. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Here's Krosky Merritt to start the drive. Good strength, gets him a little extra and gets them some breathing room as he's tackled shy of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It'll go as a pickup of 14 at the Washington 1st down. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, it's a 4-yard loss. Really sets them back now for second down.
Drop 60.
Off the play fake. Daniels.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
To throw is Daniels.
He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Hooked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Okay, ready?
Here's second and 3.
Nice. Let's go now.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Give to Krosky Merritt. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we go.
In motion, the tight end.
Like it.
Now Daniels. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Daniels. He'll try and do this himself.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
53-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth.
Second and 5.
Fight,
40-yard line.
Love, they go play action now.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Trouble, 38. Hut, hut.
They go with Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wilson with a first down carry. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Counter play with Jacobs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
On the ready.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Set. Ready. Ready.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Here it is. 4th and inches.
Less than a yard.
Let's go now. Black, 95. Steal. Chest steal. Sam.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Here's Love. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he hits him in stride.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Come on. Ready.
Here's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So, advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. They've got the jumbo set out there. A huge play in this overtime session. It's 3rd and inches. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it.
They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Blaster, 6. Ready. Yellow, 22. Set.
Throwing. Love.
And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Red, stop, down. 10 black. Set.
Love from the gun. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
12 yards. And the Packers, 1st down.
Trouble, 38.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
Romeo Dobbs. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Now Love. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance now to strike first in the overtime session and get a big leg up. 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Commanders 21. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to it.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
1st and goal. At the 7-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that is caught for the 2 points. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a